Hello, it's Molly Reamer with Bridget's Grove and 30 Days of Goddess with a really brief June prayer book prep video. I've been doing these lately because I like showing how I set up the prayer book at the beginning of the month to kind of support and contain and nourish and sustain me all month long. I really find there's such joy and delight, and it forms a ritual and a ceremonial step into a new month every month to get to intentionally and consciously prepare a space for myself. I speak of the prayer books as being kind of a portable tiny temple, and to prepare it feels like a ceremony of welcome to a new month and an invitation into an invitation offered and accepted into vow tending and promise keeping, and it's a renewal of a promise, a renewal of a vow, and an opportunity to re-accept an invitation to step back in, to say yes, this. And so it's a ceremony of welcome, it's a ceremony of introduction, it's a ceremony of renewal. There's so much contained in these book pages, and the process of preparing them for a new month just really feels very integrating and restorative and like an affirmation of wholeness. There's also the delight and the freshness of having a whole, clean, fresh new book with fresh pages. And I have an annual planner as well that I write in every day. I have my Wee Moon that I keep notes in every day. So I have books and journaling practices that are annual, but there is something about the clean invitation to step into a new month that I find really powerful and really irreplaceable. So for this one, I have a sticker on the front, and then I made pockets using the June snapshot cards, which are the sampler pack of those is available to you at 30daysofgoddess.com under the June practice update. And then the full pack of them is available for patrons at patreon.com/goddessmagic, or you can buy a set that I printed and cut apart for you in the Etsy shop. So there's a lot of options for getting the snapshot cards. They're sized really well to make pockets in your book, but you can also pin them up to a bulletin board. You can keep them as a little stack, like a deck to shuffle, or you can even, like I have my monthly ones stuck into my 365 Days of Goddess book. So there's a lot of places they can go. They can even be used. I'm using another one for a bookmark. So they can be used in lots of ways. And I find that when we re-encounter them, I'm really leaning into that this year, is to create and then use what I've created. And so to lean into those prayers, those promises, those practices, and really let them land in me, really embody them, really anchor them, really settle into them. And so that has been important to me. So I also have the card for June. These cards come with they're double-sided. They come as a bonus with the 365 Days of Goddess book. I also put my morning blessing back in it. This was a card I transferred over from my May book. And then my vow of faithfulness that I wrote during the vow class I took with Women's Spirit Reclamation. And I went ahead and offered, I had kind of a, monthly greeting of the new month today, and I reread the vow. It felt like a perfect time to recommit to the vow. This is a word that I had picked in association with my Kalamundala, and that's where the rune came from too, the winged heart. I had picked this rune for my Kalamundala this year, or this word, and so I went ahead and stuck it in there, and this is my word for the summer solstice, and it has the rune I picked for that too. So that connects to the my Kalamundala process. And then I have one of our new little tiny stickers on the back from the sticker sheet. And I just love the space of possibility that is offered by these pages, and the invitation to begin again. The invitation to begin again is really great. So made more pockets on the back. These are actually, the top one is a pocket too, in case I get really excited about stuff I'm going to stick in there. I have the extra ones stuck in here as well as some little pieces of inspiration from other people that I'm going to be using this month, or things that I'd like to come back to. I find these pockets can serve as these anchor points. You can come back to them. So every day when I reopen my prayer book, I will reread these prayers often, sometimes out loud, sometimes just to myself. And I don't read them every single day, but a lot of times I do. This is a card from Effie Wild. That one is too. I'm probably going to stick something else along here because it kind of bugs me that I have this blank spot. And then on this side, another Effie card. This one's from Kimberly Rodriguez of Poetic Goddess. And in the pocket, I have cut up, whoops, I don't think I can get them out with just one hand, but in the pocket are all my little cutout runes from the back of the book. So yeah, there we go. So they're all in there waiting for me. And then my general daily practice is that's the first thing I do, is I pick a rune from the little pocket. Then I'm going to just go ahead and show you that. Then I turn to the Simple and Sacred Affirmation Prayer, and I go ahead. I usually read that out loud every morning with my hands on my heart and bearing witness to what my day and what the world is like right now. And so I also have a pocket here from the monthly snapshot cards, prayers and things that I want to, reminders that I want to continue to come back to, that I want to inhabit, that I want to flourish into, as our theme is for June. So I made a smaller pocket here, again, with things that's from Amanda Fall, the Phoenix Soul. This was a poem card that I made for our Goddess Magic people, and it's something that I want to come back to that one as well. So things that I want to come back to are what I put in the covers of the book, so that I re-encounter them on a daily basis. And so going back here so the first thing I do is pick the rune, then I go and reread my Simple and Sacred Prayer. Then I turn to the front of the book, and I usually reread the snapshot prayer, look at my vow. I don't always reread it, but it's good to check in. I consider this to be the whole 30 Days of Goddess practice is in a way a process of vow tending. And so I folded that vow of faithfulness into that vow tending. Then I look at the word, I check it off, I put the rune on the moon wheel, and then I write. And then later is when I'll fill in my mood, I'll fill in my magical moment, and I'll do the art on the other page. Sometimes lately, I have not been doing the art page until the evening. That's working okay for me, but I usually feel a pang of longing for it. And so I'm going to try. I have to walk earlier when it's been getting hot. And so the rhythm, it's okay to adjust your devotional rhythm. Like, the rhythm of our lives does not stay unchanging. Daily practice supports us in the rhythm of our lives. It doesn't dictate and control it. And so anyway, so that's the basic practice with the book. I'm talking a little bit more than I had meant to about book process, rather than just showing you what I have ready to set up. But then, spoiler alert, sorry about that. Anybody who's watching might be seeing that in their future. And in the pocket, I have some extra supplies, as well as June full moon pieces that I cut out of the 2023 Witches Date book. And so they're waiting for Litha and for the June full moon, which is coming right up. So they're waiting in my larger pocket. This will probably have a bookmark that goes in it, and it will have other things. And I also have some oracle cards and things that will get transferred over from my May book. But right now, I am enjoying how fresh and clear and full of possibility it feels. So may you continue flourishing into your wholeness this month, and may these prompts, prayers, and practices help support you as you do so. Thank you so much for being here. And remember, 30daysofgoddess.com is where all the June practice materials are, and everything you need to create a fulfilling daily practice that makes a space for the sacred and for yourself in your very own life. Bye-bye.